Hello everybody, what's up, what's going on, and welcome to the 45th episode of Raptors in 1. So guys, I left this episode specifically to talk about the Kevin Durant sweepstakes. So without any further ado, let's get it. As if you haven't been tracking what's been going on in the NBA world and the social media world recently, Kevin Durant has requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. So he wants to be traded away from the Brooklyn Nets, and he believes, he's put in his time, he's put in his effort, and he believes he hasn't been rewarded for it. And so he wants to take his services somewhere else. Now, of course, what does this mean for the Raptors? Well, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, I can't even pronounce his name, Adrian Wojnarowski. Let's just call him Woj, because that's what his nickname is anyway. So according to Mr. Woj, the Raptors are, quote-unquote, lurking in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes. Why would he use the word lurking? It kind of makes us look like we're some kind of, child predator or sorts, like we're lurking in the corners. You know what? Fine. We're predators, baby. Raptors are predators. That's right. We're going to be lurking in the corner. We're going to be looking for that talent. Just like we did it in 2018, baby. That's right. And that's how we backed Kawhi Leonard. And, of course, what did that result in? A championship, of course. The Larry O.B. coming into the Raptors, baby. That's right. So, you want to call us lurkers? Go ahead. This is the double standards that I want to be talking about. This is typical U.S. media. And, I ain't hating on everybody in the U.S. media because we do have some very good reporting and some good reporters and unbiased reporters. But then when it comes to the North, for some reason, we are just plain cheap, predator-like, lurking in the corners, trying to get at the scraps, like as if we're some bunch of hyenas or something. No, let me talk to you about that. So it's okay when somebody like LeBron is looking after the high-end talent like Anthony Davis or Westbrook, or trying to team up with Dwayne Wade or and Chris Bosh, that's okay. And of course, trying to team up with Kevin Love, making that happen, trying to trade away, not trying to, but he actually managed to trade away Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love and to team up with Kyrie Irving. It's okay when LeBron does it. No, he's not a creep. He is a generational talent who also happens to have some GM savvy. Don't get me started on that GM stuff. But it's okay for him to do that. Oh, and of course, it's okay for Kevin Durant to be doing all this stuff too. Try to get himself on that Golden State team from OKC. And of course, try orchestrating the whole Brooklyn Nets situation. It's okay for him to do that. But when the Raptors, all of a sudden, they want to bolster their team. And when a GM is doing what he's supposed to do by getting a once-in-a-lifetime talent on the roster, we be lurking. Don't get me started. But that's okay. Go ahead. Paint us however you want. But once we get that Larry O.B. trophy, then we'll see who'll be laughing. Then guess what? Everybody's going to start lurking. Because you know what? That whole load management thing, we started that. The Raptors started the load management. And then what's happening now? Everybody in the league's doing it. Oh, but they're not lurkers. They're all original ideas, right? Anyway, I digress. Let's come back to the whole Kevin Durant situation. So Woj has reported that, it seems like we're in the mix. Okay? And according to him, we have the pieces and we have the picks to make this happen. Yes, I agree, we do. And I'm going to post my trade, if I were the GM for the Raptors, what I would propose in the trade, and what of course, according to the trade machine, is successful. Now I know, if I were to put myself in the Brooklyn Nets GM's position, his shoes, I would probably be like, no, I want to take every bit of talent from your team because I'm giving up a easy top 3 player in the league. So I've been following on social media, and I'm kind of troubled, maybe even alarmed, maybe a tad bit surprised about what a lot of people are willing to give up for Kevin Durant. I do agree that Kevin Durant is, even being at the age of 34, he is still a top 3 player and is a very lethal player when healthy. That's key, my friends. When healthy. The kind of packages that I was seeing, and the one player that I noticed in those packages truly got me worried. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna come out and say it. A lot of people were willing to give up on Scotty Barnes. They were willing to make a package involving Scotty Barnes in a trade for Kevin Durant. So, why does it bother me? Well, let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Scotty Barnes should be traded for Kevin Durant, or have a package involving Scotty Barnes to trade for Kevin Durant. Yes, this is my opinion, ladies and gents. And if you look at the trade that I have posted up right now, the players that I truly feel, and again, this is according to Trade Machine, obviously, we know, and I've already said it myself, Brooklyn would probably be like, nah. I want at least somebody else. I don't want Chris Boucher, right? So right now, as you can see on the screen, I'm willing to package a Pascal, okay? I love Pascal Siakam, but I'm willing to package Pascal up with Chris Boucher, and of course, throw in a little bit of Malachi Flynn in there, because we know Kyrie is not staying. He's probably joining LeBron in LA. That's my speculation. Then again, stranger things have happened. I mean, if Rudy Gobert is going to Minnesota Timberwolves, Kyrie could go somewhere totally off the grid. We don't even know. But this was my proposition. Of course, I even threw in at least 3 first-round picks to make it enticing. I feel like that's a pretty fair trade, because we're giving up Chris Boucher, who, of course, he is one of our biggest strengths of our bench. And that's going to he's going to easily bolster anybody else's bench with his style of play. And I'm giving up Pascal, one of our cornerstones, or one of our franchise players of our franchise. I mean, that's Pascal, Spicy P. He's starting to come into himself. He's starting to realize he's knocking on the superstar door. He's not there yet, but he's knocking on it. And I'm willing to give him up. You got to realize how much potential and how much value I put into Scotty Barnes. Because if you haven't been following my channel and my videos, I suggest you do that right now. Don't waste the time. Hit that subscribe button and check it out, because since day one, I have been talking about this rookie. Since that first game in the Summer League, I noticed the worth in this rookie. And well, now he's a sophomore. But Scotty Barnes, I think, in my opinion, from what I've seen, he's a generational talent. He's only going to get better. And he's young. He is the future of this franchise. We do not mortgage our future for maybe 3 best seasons of Kevin Durant. Because you got to realize this. Kevin Durant is 34 already. And he has had a history of injury. And that took him out for a whole season. And a bit. So, for an aging superstar who is towards the end of his prime, who could give you 2, maybe 3 best seasons, and out of those 2 or 3 best seasons, you can just knock off 1, because you may not make the finals. And even if you make the finals, you're not winning the trophy. But then you got Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, if you develop this kid, he's going to be a monster. He's going to be a superstar. Mark my words, ladies and gents. I said it, and I'm saying it, and I'm sticking with it. He is durable. He is young. He is hungry. And he is smart. He is going to be a superstar in this league. And he will be one of the main reasons why we win the Larry O'Brien Trophy again for the Toronto Raptors. I am not giving up on Scotty Barnes. Now, in this trade package that I'm going to post up, that I have here again, if the Brooklyn Nets came back and said, okay, no, we don't want Chris Boucher, we want Scotty Barnes, I'll be like, ha, no, we're not giving you Scotty Barnes. But I don't mind dangling the OG or the Gary Trent carrot. Take it or leave it. Now, I love both these players. I love Gary. I love OG. If I had a choice between giving up one of these players, I would give up OG. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's okay, because this is just my opinion from what I observe, from what I see. Because, let's face it, Gary Trent is a little more durable than OG. That's my main thing. Yes, I know OG can guard any position from 1 through 5 when he's healthy. And yes, he has the potential to be an all-star. But so does Gary. And you know what? Gary's only getting better defensively. And yes, he may not be able to guard 1 through 5, but he can definitely guard 1 to 3. And that's what we need. Especially if we get a Kevin Durant, he will take care of 4 and 5. Scotty Barnes can guard 1 through 5. Everybody else can guard 1 through 5. Why do we need to give up Gary Trent? Just give up OG. You're willing to give up Scotty Barnes, will it be willing to give up OG as well? Because OG is not a generational talent. Yes, he has the potential to be an all-star. There's a difference between Scotty and OG. Scotty will be an all-star. OG has the potential to be an all-star. And that's why I'm willing to give up OG. Man, it is hot here, and I just wanted to get my iced coffee from McDonald's. Summer drinks, baby. You gotta keep yourself hydrated. So, coming back, again, if the whole Kevin Durant situation does not work out and we do not land Kevin Durant, I still think we need to pursue DeAndre Ayton. I really do. I'm glad that Rudy Gobert is off the table, because again, there were rumblings, social media, Woj reports, Bleacher reports. They were all saying, oh yeah, Toronto is definitely looking into getting Rudy Gobert. And as much of an asset as Rudy Gobert would have been, I truly didn't want to, just because, again, the price was too high. I was not willing to give up certain players that I was willing to give up for Kevin Durant just now. I wouldn't have been willing to give up any of the core for Rudy Gobert. Sorry to say that. But for Ayton, here is my trade package that I would offer to the Phoenix Suns for DeAndre Ayton. Now, of course, I would even throw in some picks. I don't think the picks are mentioned there. Yes, I would have even thrown in a few picks if they really wanted. But I'm keeping the core intact. This package, I'm even willing to give up Gary Trent Jr. I love Gary Trent Jr. But for, if I, again, in this situation, I was willing to choose OG over Gary Trent. And just because, you would have a monster defensive lineup and offensive lineup. Now, of course, I think this package is good enough. I really don't think we should be throwing in any picks. I get it. Phoenix Suns, they would probably be like, nope, I want some picks as well. Maybe I might throw one, tops, 2 first-round picks. Tops. No more than that. DeAndre Ayton is DeAndre Ayton. He ain't no Kevin Durant. And if the organization themselves don't want to give him a max contract, well, why should we give you any more than what we're already offering you? So that's all I got. And that's all you're going to get. That's all for today, folks. Again, thank you for viewing this, if you have. And if you have been viewing this, if you like the content, don't forget the thumbs up button. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I got all this other content as well for you, for your viewing pleasure. And of course, don't forget to hit the comment section. As long as you keep it respectable, I love to hear your comments. That's all I got for now. Until next time, I'm out.